So another great tool that you have in your Google Drive is the Google Forms. And Google Forms is a tool where you can collect information and even do quizzes from a lot of people and get all the information in a in a Excel sheet. So we go to your Drive, drive.google.com, or for sure you can find it here always. And then you go to New, and then to More, and then Google Forms. You can just click on it, and it will open a new one for you. Um, as I told you, it's a tool used to collect information, or even do quizzes, or do analysis, or do surveys. So let's call this maybe students info, and then it saves it right away. Anything on Google saves right away on the drive. You click here, the name changes, and this is the file name now. And now you start putting questions. So most probably the things that you need to know about the students are the email, the name of the student, the email, and the phone number. So as you can see now, it's a multiple choice question. You can change it to different things. But the nice thing about Google is that it usually recognizes it right away once you start typing the question. So when you put name, I will change it to well, this one didn't change it, but let's say how many. It changed it right away. So say responsibility based on your. So you have a number is number. But then you go back and say name. It's a short text. So you can make it as a required question, and you can duplicate it, or you can just add a new one. You can add a title, a lot of different things, but we're making it as simple as possible. You add another question, and it'll be, again, see, it's multiple choice, but if you start writing uh, number, and then, again, it changed by itself, and it's required. And another one, and this will be the email, and again, it changed it for you, and it's required. You don't want to enable email collection, because if you enable this, they have to log into Google to be able to take um, your survey. So now we have just 3 questions in here. Now, how can we share it with our students? As you can see here, we have send on the top. When you click on send, you'll see you can send it via mail, or this is what you want to do is through a link. So as you can see, the link is so long. You can copy the link and you can share it. You can use shorten URL. It will make it a little bit shorter, but again, still something that is not easy to recognize. So just leave it long, and we'll go to another tool afterwards to make it shorter. So you can copy the link, and then you can share it with your students, and you can have a preview here. See, these are the questions, these are the responses, and then if you click on the preview, you'll see this is how the form would look like, and anything with the red star here, they have to answer. So let's say Nima, and then the number, and then the email, and then you submit. Once anyone submits the information, you'll get the responses here in your form that you created. So as you can see, the information is now summary. You can do an individual. If you have something that is a survey with multiple choice, you'll see marks or bars. You're still accepting responses. If you turn this off, it will not accept responses anymore. And if you want to see it as an Excel sheet, you have to click on here. So let's click on here. It will create a new sheet, and you create it, and it will be opened. Now, this is the sheet. You can see this is the name, the number, and the email, and when the student did it. If we go back and take another respond here, you'll see how this would update the information right away. So, Mohammed and the email, and then you submit. Go back to your sheet, wait a little bit, and here we go. This is your information. So, giving this link to your students would allow you to collect information in an Excel sheet, and you have access to it really quick instead of having them, putting them on paper and all of that. You can print that for sure afterwards or use it any way that you want. So just a quick review. We went to the Google Drive, and from Google Drive we create a new form, and we did it. The form and the sheet are on your Google Drive right away. You can create a new folder and name it survey, and then you take both of these and put them in here. And now your surveys are in this folder. And again, if you want to edit this form, double click on it, it would open for you, and you can edit it. You can change the information, delete questions, add questions, change the way they are. And when you want to share it, you click on send, and you click on the link, and you can have the link. The other thing that we will use is to shorten the link with a specific thing that you have, which is the tinycc.com. So when you go to tinycc.com, you can register. And once you register an account there, that's what you will see at the beginning. You can paste the long link and then change it to a custom link with tinycc.com. So I'm pasting this link here, and this is tinycc, and maybe I want to do it as student info 2018, and I click shorten, and now it works. If the link is taken, then it will ask you to change it. But now if you give your students this link, it will guide them to your form. So you can copy the link. So it's copied, and now to test it, see, that's the link. When you click on it, go to this link, it will guide you to the form that we created. Here we go. So instead of sharing a long link with TinyCC, you can shorten your links and create custom links for them. So if you did that and now you want to change this to another form, maybe you want to use the same thing but just change it. So you have to register with TinyCC. It's important to register because then you can manage it. If you don't register, these things that you create, you cannot manage anymore. Go to my URL, and now this is the link that we want to change. I'll select it, edit it, and then change the link so I can make it go to google.com instead of going to my link. Or I can create another form and make it go to that form, but just for, here we go. Now the link is updated. And now if someone goes to tiny.cc, then student information 2018, now it will take them, update, oh, I changed this one. I didn't change this one. Here we go. So this will take them to Google directly. So anyway, on TinyCC, when you go to My URLs, you can change the URLs that you already created by selecting them and editing them. You can do that one by one. And if you want to go back and do another one, shorten, you just paste the link here and choose a custom name for it, and then you can share it, by clicking shorten.